They really should make it so they refresh more often, but I also think
they also use this though, a lot of them.
Well, you get more points though, leveling up your runes, right?
I don't know,
like your damage rune, all that stuff.
I don't do Gamba.
I don't know. All I know is I'm on the road to Grandmaster Ancient Emperor.
The battle begins.
Soon. TM.
Very soon, of course.
Yeah. Don't forget the TM.
Spamming that here.
And I do think they, when RNG does have good tools though, this game to deal with them, right? Like there is, it's not like a one-sided draft or anything.
I think this is one of the most even drafts we've seen today.
Yeah, it is. Just the mid lane might be a little bit hard for the Ember Spirit. Like Lina is definitely a lane dominator, and Ember doesn't really like to lane against her. But the OD will have to do quite a bit of lifting, I think. This game, Emu shouldn't be able to get a good start.
I don't know if you noticed that when we got that side view right there, but if you could see it on the Lina's right clicks, it's not changed because of the Aghanim's Labyrinth thing. It's just stacked. So it's technically, from the side, it was showing 2 projectiles going out. They're just like layered of each other. They're not.
I'm just tired with you lost me.
Yeah.
I'm sure the viewers know what you talk about, but
you know, you never know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's also why we broke up. But
you just don't get me anymore.
Yeah, it's not you though, it's me.
It's me. Yeah.
So don't worry about it. Running the tower together, trying to deny together. Whoa, I did one. Life had lasted master. He only missed one of those as a razor. Pretty impressive. Pause. We all know equal means pause.
What did you say it meant? Wait?
Wait,
yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe some Chinese viewers from the chat can enlighten us.
Do you put in the equals? Wait for VG.
When I played? Well, of course, you gotta adopt the culture. Yeah, and then the Kaiwu. That smoke.
I don't want to be mean to Tusk, but he looks like a doofus.
Where's an ogre?
Yeah, that's the thing. He's standing right next to Ogre, and he looks like the doofus in that picture.
How about the bird though? Real doofus.
Yeah, well, bird's the bird.
That is like the worst Arcana they've ever made.
I like the blue, the upgrade. I think that looks okay. I did really like the Ogre set where they're wearing the Jakiro costume.
But that one is I mean, that's just a meme though. That's good though.
They better get in.
Yeah. Have you seen the Black Spider thing?
The Black Widow Broodmother? I didn't.
That one is so scary actually.
It's scary, but it's like very smooth.
Yeah, but it's too smooth. That's why it's scary.
Yeah.
It looks like an actual monster spider in Dota. Like the only reason why I can handle Broodmother is because it doesn't look like a spider. It looks like a little bit.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Deep down.
But if it came to it, of course, you know, if I had to fight a gigantic spider, I would definitely win.
So, when you smush a spider, are you like a shoe person, shoe on stomp? Or are you like you grab like one tissue and you try to
squeeze it?
Yeah, just smash it with your hand, or do you?
It depends on what you have at hand, right? Like I've been traveling a lot, like sometimes in China, sometimes in Malaysia, sometimes in Canada, and you all have different tools at your disposal. So I'm a very well-versed man with many tools. Get rid of many insects. Also, luckily, mosquitoes hate my blood. They never suck me. They never suck my blood. Is it a thing that they don't go to some people?
You're just not sweet enough.
Are you saying that smell bad?
No, I'm just
okay.
You don't get that candy in you.
It's so funny because every time my team, like, they all have mosquito bites, I'm like, yeah, I don't. I'm immune. I have no blood. Maybe.
That's like a.
Yeah, maybe.
Just don't attract
Dyer's
mosquitoes.
I don't attract anything. I know what you mean. Okay. He went for the weird skill button on OD again. No passive.
Mid.
Nice.
Somnus in some trouble, had the help of Frisk, but they'll rotate over X Nova.
Yeah, which is good for the OD because he really needs that solo experience. As you can see, Ember's struggling a little bit.
Gosh, the Ogre's so annoying with the Ignite, especially once he starts getting those levels and the multicasts.
Yeah, and you're gonna get triple Ignite on you, it lasts for like 24 seconds.
Pilot fields too, not
Holy,
feeling too great.
careful,
There's the
maybe.
stun. Felix on the run.
He's burning!
Ignite,
Wow. There was like just
the last tick.
Yeah, which dealt like 12 damage, he had 11 health. If the tango came in a little bit earlier, we would have lived, but Dota is a game of millimeters and milliseconds.
Potentially even nanoseconds.
Sure. And sometimes you just die as a Wraith King with ult up and mana.
Yeah. Soul Ring doesn't matter.
Yeah. In fact, Soul Ring killed him, apparently. I didn't even know the bug existed.
There's apparently a post about it like 5 years ago.
Yeah. AUI is on the case. Well, now this is where the Bloodseeker pick seems a little bit like you're a lane dominator, but you're playing against Odie, which is the lane dominator.
The lane dominator, yeah.
Exactly. So he's struggling a lot, and Bloodseeker really needs a good game to come fruition in the mid game. It's a fast Maelstrom. Emo is actually doing not a lot better than I thought he would. He's still quite far behind, but he's at least holding his own.
He does feel like he's still bringing it to the Lina despite the fact that he's down 11 CS. Like, he's playing aggressive, he's not too scared to really get in there.
At what cost, he'll be.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't really know the cost, but that plus inflation is a lot.
Oh,
Good shards, Ollie.
just TP out apparently.
Yeah.
Has a healing self, so.
Never been down.
Ooh.
He's just TP to the tier 1. He's going to salve, try and run back into this. He's got the static link. Felix trying to fight, but now there's the stun. So Ollie helping out. The Ignite slows him up. Plasma Field's there, and Fly gets the kill. Ollie, you know, maybe some people panic and then TP back to base. Ollie TPs to the tier 1. He's got the salve. He's back into the fight almost immediately.
They did know that though, and despite knowing that, they still fought. So, you know, at least they're a little bit low on resources now. So when the Tusk comes back, oh, Emo, he's in trouble.
And Tusk ain't coming back. He's actually going towards mid to get the kill on the Emo. That'll really help Somnus start to pull away in this matchup.
And he was already ahead by far. Now he's level 6. Once the Ember comes back to lane.
700 ahead.
Yeah, feels like game 1.
Wait, did I do the math on that right? Yeah, just about 700.
Uh-oh, jealous.
Plasma Field.
Nice shots, though.
Gosh, again, just really close. And Fly even thinking about going in, turning around onto Felix for a second.
Yeah, like Emo will definitely need some time to get back into this game at some point. Odie will have to make space for him, maybe even the Razor as well. Yeah, like the last pick, Ember, it's a very curious pickup here. Because you lane against the Lina, you know that, the lane's tough. And then also they have a Nyx Assassin who is considered a pretty good counter to Ember. Because you can't really ever use the Flame Guard to push out lanes. Level 6. Well, goodbye Ollie.
Ollie, it is gonna die here to the Laguna Blade.
At least he tanked the Laguna, so the mid laner
feels a little bit safer.
Yep.
X Nova Tokyo drifting these wards down.
Taste it. He blocked 2 spots, and I haven't seen it, I think.
Might have just been out of vision.
I mean, look at the net worth of the Bloodseeker though. Like that is also really sad. And the DP as well. And the Silence are not going well at all. Like Somnus will have to rotate and get something done soon. Poor God King is getting bullied so much.
Yeah, not an easy lane. Like you said, OG a lane dominator. Here comes the Meteor Hammer, but it's right on the Spike Carapace. They've got the Silence on the 2. X Nova is getting low. This Meteor Hammer damage is just absurd.
Why is it 690 damage?
Fly though takes some quick damage coming through.
He's just running away though.
He's got the wand. Does he have the survivability? No, not at all. Especially with 4 heroes in the top lane, make that happen.
So that means they're just gonna concede the bot tower or what? Because the Meteor Hammer OD is there, it takes like 3 casts and it's gone.
Yeah,
Nix just TP's there.
What's he gonna do? Spike Carapace and that's it?
Well, he could potentially try to impale them, but he has to be careful he doesn't just die there again. And they don't have DP ult yet. They need it to get the tower down. Yeah, now they're both kind of stuck here. Looks a little bit, yeah, still not this. So close, yet so far, B-Cop.
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter. So that bottom tier 1's gonna go down, and top not getting pressured as much as they would really hope.
Well, they do have DP ult after the next wave, so they'll be able to amp the pressure by quite a bit. Bottom even picks it up, an Invis rune. Not the best rune, unfortunately, but
rune of invisibility.
See what they can do with it. If you're running top with it, they all are. Popped Exo, want to kill the DP.
Yeah, I mean, if they kill the DP and they were looking for that top tier 1, that's really gonna feel quite bad. They do spot Felix, so you know the exorcism really doesn't lead to them getting a tower or anything out of it. And Meteor Hammer just constantly being thrown down onto the bottom tier 1. IG, it's not a massive lead right now, but the building blocks are there.
Yeah. Once his bot tower is gone and OD joins the top fight, perhaps. Meteor Hammer's back up on 4. Yeah. They might even want to kill the Nyx assassin as well. They know he's there for sure. Yeah, they got him.
Earth Spike, Spike Carapace, spikes on spikes on spikes, but here comes the damage through onto X Nova. Fly using that ult, they're trying to guide themselves through the trees and keep up with this Nyx. Get the kill. Fly gets credit for that one, and while they've gotten that tier 1 down bottom, the top tier 1 still continues to stand. No exorcism to throw the way of this tower, and it's been bloodlusted by Ollie, so not exactly easy to take down either. They've got 3 heroes committing to trying to make something happen in this top lane, but they've spent so much time trying to get this tower.
Yeah, it's really bad. Look at the Bloodseeker's net worth, 2.7k. He's so far behind everybody. We spoke about how important this fast Maelstrom is to really amp his game up. Nowhere near close. Like 2k away from it at this point. Like some people in a good game, they already have Maelstrom by minute 11.
I'm a little surprised that IG still considered conceding that, or well, didn't consider it, they did concede that.
It's always a bit tough to like rainbow TP in, unfortunately, so didn't have the most options. But like OD now just transitions to mid lane, starts Meteor Hammering that tower. And what is RNG's answer here? Have Exorcism in 20. They need a big team fight win. They need to get the Bloodseeker back in the game. Or at least make a lot of space for him.
Seems very tough because, yeah, Death Prophet's going to have Exorcism, but it's not like this Death Prophet is super farmed or anything like that. Struggling on both the Death Prophet and the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, and Nyx is not level 6 yet. A lot of problems right now for RNG, but the team fight is all it takes. Sometimes Mr. Cobbers.
Comforting rune of regeneration.
Cobbers?
Cobbers.
Cobbers? Oh, you said cobbers, like corn on the cob.
No, coppers. Like K-O-P-P-E-R-S.
It works. Exorcism.
Wow.
Committed very early.
Well, you're dead.
They got the kill on a Frisk. That's okay, I guess, but they still need to turn this into a tower take. And at the moment, OG is still just bottom, so it doesn't look like he's going to come and defend this at all. It doesn't look like they'll defend the tier 1 mid at all. They didn't want to find this Exorcism. IG kind of allowing RNG to do what they want with that mid fight without the Lion, and a little surprising because it does feel like they're in a position to really lay the hammer down on RNG.
Literally, because the OD hasn't used it yet at all.
Yeah.
And I'm just like you, I'm a little surprised that they're being this cautious. Like, what exactly are they waiting for? Question mark, exclamation mark.
XD. So, smoke. 3 heroes.
Through the triangle. Looking for the Lina.
Ooh, Felix in a good spot to potentially break the smoke at the back end, but just isn't there in time. And well, honestly, IG aren't there in time to get the kill on anybody. We're looking to try and get Somnus, but he's out of dodge.
Yeah, good recognition, but they still do get the mid tower, which is very important. Equalizing the tower count. And Bloodseeker still needs a long time. Like, he hasn't been farming throughout all of this. Look at his network, 3.5k. It's nothing. It's basically like a good support network for this time.
It's a Jin-Q Weaver
and then
support.
Summoners took the entire wave from him.
Yeah,
they're not even planning
farming anything.
He like literally tanked the creeper for Summoners. He's like, okay, take it. I didn't want it.
Okay, JT looking to land a meteor hammer
on the trees.
On the trees.
He hates those. And one in particular.
Getting his inner timber saw out there.
Yeah, haven't seen that for a while. But yeah, Bloodlusted OD can become a really, really strong hero in the mid game. And just in general, like Bloodseeker struggling so bad in the early game. I don't know how you transition into the mid game with that. Like, you need your BKB quick, you need your Maelstrom quick, and neither has happened. He made like 300 gold in 2 minutes. 150 GPM right now. Nova on the prowl. Oh, the impact can line it up.
He can. They've got the snowball.
Oh, nice save.
Great defensive Astral, and Chalice is just out of mana.
Shaboom.
And they'll drop down the sanity. They'll get the kill on Chalice. They'll look for Felix. He's into the trees and TPing away, but I mean, that was an aggressive play from RNG that goes the wrong way once IG are able to counter. And that all comes off the back of JT, who uses that Astral Imprisonment defensively.
Why is OD banned every game?
There's your answer. And that's not even like the biggest reason right there.
Yeah, the biggest reason is that there are so many reasons to do it.
Yeah. Talk about heroes that do a lot, and I think one of the heroes we were kind of talking about on the panel before was Grimstroke.
Yeah.
But like, OD does so much, especially with the build-up that he's got.
Yeah. Lanes well, precious towers, does a ton of damage, good team fighter, scales well into the late game, saves, setups, etc.
Pressure.
Oh, OD, no, not in trouble at all.
Another exorcism. What are they going to do with this? They've got the silence on it too. They'll look for the meteor hammer. He's going to stand his ground. Everybody's going to avoid it. And eventually JT dies. They get 2 kills there for RNG, so IG get caught on the opposite end of the river and lose too.
Yeah, they weren't already, and RNG was. I think a good fight for them. Bloodseeker really needed experience and gold.
Jumps up quite a bit.
Yeah, still far behind, but at least he's getting on the board. Got it. But the real big winner so far is Somnus. He's really rich. Once his BKB is going to be hard to fight for IG potentially. On BKB on the Razor, but he's just looking at the Rupture. And the Ruptured Razor is not a Razor.
Can't move his Razor, you're not really getting all the help that you should.
Yeah.
Well, with the help of Frisk, there's the
Zahandu.
Kill, I believe.
Yeah.
You said yesterday that Immortal makes that finger just feel that much better.
Yeah, the sound and the zip.
Yeah, the sound of the zigzag.
Yeah. And you're gonna say Zahandu every time.
Zahandu?
Zahandu. Yeah. That's what. Have you ever watched JoJo? There's a stand called Zahandu. It's like a hand.
Who's your favorite stand? Have you watched Stone Ocean yet?
No, I have not. Yeah. But I think
you have to watch.
From what I watched so far, it's Zawaldo for sure.
Zawaldo. Yeah, I do love it.
It is quite epic.
It's always a fun time. I actually love the Sex Pistols.
The hell is that? One of the stands?
Yeah.
I don't know many stands.
You gotta watch that.
I have a lot of anime catching up to do.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
I'm so busy with life, you know, like attend to you.
You busy casting games?
Yeah.
JT still throwing those meteor hammers down onto these creeps. He went to the Force Staff. Now he's going another mobility item in the Blink Dagger. Although I assume he's going to be holding that gold and maybe thinking if he needs Blink first or the baby ring.
Yeah. But Blink on OD is just a very important item to get in position for those saves. But now the Razors BKB, they're smoking up, looking for their own good team fight, and well, they see X Nova, but
yeah, And they can kind of track him off that courier.
Do they want to go on him? They do.
They track him with the courier. They know exactly where he is. They get the kill on Axe Nova. Easy kill there for Emo. But that is a 5-man smoke right now for just a Nyx assassin.
It's very inconsequential. Is it?
It is. You know, if they can get this Roche, it's not as inconsequential as it feels.
Okay, Odie is ridiculous. Look at this damage that Odie deals just by himself. Bloodlust him, please. Thank you. Why does Arcane Orb work on Roshan? It's like 100 pure damage every hit.
Roshan needs to be stronger.
Yeah. Seriously, look at this. This is ridiculous.
He's getting bullied.
They killed the +5 and they killed Roshan in like 15 seconds.
First stage is into the hands of IG. Although, wow, gosh.
Yes.
Somnus' net worth has been pumping.
Oh, yeah, he's rich. He's really rich. Didn't anticipate too much in killing. And he makes space for the Bloodseeker. Like, honestly, I don't know if it's gonna backfire or not, because Lina can, like, snowball super hard, but if you die once or twice and your Bloodseeker is at a net worth he is because you took the whole map, you might just end up having to 1v5. And is Lina the hero to do that? It can be, but against Razor, Odie, and Ember, it's not that easy.
It's not that easy, but if you've got somebody in the front lines, like, it's certainly possible, right? Like, if you've got the Tusk making...
But who's gonna frontline?
Maybe Tusk makes it at least disrupted. He's not frontlining like a tank or anything, but he does disrupt the fight, right?
Yeah, it's possible. But they're also playing against an instant hex, like...
It's certainly tough, yeah.
Yeah, you never want to play at this one massive core against heroes like Lion or just very punishing if you're out of position ever. He's going straight for the Daedalus. Alright.
Summon's very in the zone right now.
Yeah, like he wants to win. Obviously. Who doesn't?
As long as I get a participation trophy, it's okay.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Really? You have that kind of mindset? Okay.
It's all about the fun and the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they always say in school anyway. It's not true. They hate you if you don't perform perfectly. You didn't win the trophy for the school. You were a disgrace. But here's your participation trophy.
Tier 1 top goes down. Fly getting credit for that one as everybody is here from IG. And OD does decide to go to the BKB. So JT was thinking about the Blink Dagger. It's the BKB first. You might go to the Blink Dagger and double back for it.
Ooh.
Axe Nova.
Nah, he saw that one.
Coming. Yeah, he's got the sentry, and he saw Axe Nova trying to make that move.
One probably little spooked. Like, oh. I love these kind of moments. Quick fingers. Quick thinking too.
They want to come through, but Frisk is ready for this. Blink back, ignite out. Shard's a little bit off the mark.
He could carapace the Ogre with the ignite on Judas not to. Because it's on cooldown.
Yeah. Unfortunate, because that's probably a kill.
Yeah.
You can just keep up with him.
Well, so both teams again just... The series has been the slowest I think we've had all... Like DPC China.
Super cautious.
Yeah, both teams really.
And I don't know if that's a product of maybe for IG no Kaka.
Potentially, yeah.
And for RNG just working it out.
Yeah, I mean, Bloodseeker is getting somewhat closer to his items, I guess. It's just... Man, if they win with a Bloodseeker like this, then the hero must be good. But usually, how Bloodseeker games look like this, they're gonna go into a team fight, they're gonna get bursted, and they make no item progression. But IG's really giving them a lot of space. Like, the only strong hero right now is that Lina, but they're
refusing to push.
Yeah, they even have Aegis too. But I mean, now they have the BKB on Ember, now it's go time. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, it seems like a moment now, especially with that BKB that you can take advantage of. They'll look over at Chalice. That's an exorcism with not a lot of health remaining. But he does get away thanks to the help of the Walrus Punch coming up from Felix Chamba. Fly is going to go down first to Sandez. We talked about the damage from the Lina, who's got a lot of farm. They get the kill to Felix. They'll end up taking out two with no Bloodseeker. Can still fight into this against Sandez with some space. Got him. They've got the Blink as well as the Hex. They'll drop the hammer down with the Sanity's Eclipse. And JT will finally take out that pesky Lina.
Yeah.
get the Lion in there, get that instant Hex out. And yeah, Lina is given space, and we saw what the Lina can do with a little bit of space, but once they were in on him, once they got the Hex.
Big elephant in the room, though.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Bloodseeker dealt like 500 damage.
And no more.
And he just died. Yeah, no more elephant, unfortunately. They're gone. But he needs his BKB. Like, they gotta make the space for his BKB, and then they gotta fight afterwards. It's just like he cannot do any little thing right now. The entire network is funneled onto the Lina. As you can see, one blink Hex and you're gone. It's just so rough to play a single core in this kind of game. Like, when I saw him take the creep wave away from Bloodseeker, I was kind of like, okay, you're pretty rich already.
Guess my Bloodseeker's not recovering. Laguna Blade comes out, Frisk again. We're gonna maybe catch a blink Hex onto Somnus.
If they go on him, he's just dead, but they don't know. That was pretty ballsy from Somnus, because Lion was right there.
Blink just not giving him the vision that he wanted to get this kill, although Somnus is still moving up. IG is right here, out and about. Here in the Radiant jungle. They backed off on RNG, but they still have the Nyx Assassin forward. Xnova maybe looking to give some vision to get them the opportunity they need to jump forward, but he'll back off that area. The map is 3 heroes smoke up on the side of RNG. It's Somnus, Felix, Chauba, and Chalice. Looking potentially for an opportunity, but they'll go down mid. And, well, that was potentially a warding excursion?
Yeah, get some vision up. Try to play it on the top area, because the next Roshan is going to be very, very important. So IG is just going to take care of the bottom objective. Once that's gone, they can just focus their entire attention on the top part of the map, where Roshan is going to be the big objective.
Middle tower is under attack.
This is some more pressure on IG, placed by IG, but still, I'm not 100% certain whether or not that's enough pressure.
Its bottom tower is under attack.
Well, at least they get the T2 tower for nothing, pretty much. But yeah, Bloodseeker BKB finished. So now he's actually in a decent spot to fight. The fight also started off like in a really weird way, where one of the biggest DPS, DP, they just went on her and she couldn't really participate in the fight anymore, had to run away with Exorcism on.
Yeah, the instant Exorcism kind of not baffles me. I think that's a little bit too harsh of an adjective. But like, you're half health, you Exorcism, it's risky. Because you're already looking to just fall back, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can get back into the fight, but it's still probably not the most opportune time.
Yeah, and it wasn't. He couldn't really go all up with it. Now they have triple BKB, so this OD in theory should be pretty... It's against that now. Oh, they gotta be so careful. Line looking for the blink initiation. Restrain yourself. Frisk says no. Didn't worth my life.
Not worth me jumping in and then immediately being turned on.
Yeah. They're also squishy, it's the real problem though. They should have BKBs, but one instant hex on any of them and they will just die. Like, they need a snowball to save them. Otherwise they're just gone.
And Felix has done that a little bit. He's been kind of frontlining just a touch, you know, Warrior's Punch and all that.
Oh, I actually think it's really bad.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to be dead. Frisk goes down to Somnus. Xnova, though, taking a lot of damage from Emo. Emo now forced to Remnant away as his BKB is on cooldown. It helped him get a kill on the Nyx Assassin, but not much else. Exorcism, again, used very early into that fight, and it really doesn't get them anything. They're not really using this Exorcism to go for objectives. Been in these fights, but it hasn't produced results.
He is very trigger happy with that button for sure. Every time he sees like anyone is going to instant. Oh,
BKB, 3 right clicks. They've got the rupture. Flyby's dead on his screen already.
Wait, they wanted the ward? They knew they were there all along?
Wow, ooh, the stun, and yeah, they're going to get a JT as well. IG.
And Roche is up.
Really missing the mark on this jump.
But that is illegal. Like, they saw them under the ward the entire time. They did.
This is illegal.
Like, they literally have a ward right there, which just got rewarded, but like at this level of play, you can't make these kind of mistakes. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that really is a lot of damage. Emo trying to make something happen. Oh, Roche bashing up Somnus, almost getting the kill there onto the Lina. That's pushing Somnus away from the pit. And that'll give enough time for JT to respawn.
There's now a few Roche for them.
Let's see, yeah, how much do they want to hold on?
Yeah, once that ODPs, they should just be going into the pit. They still have their BKBs at least, so maybe they can fight back, but the Ember Spirit with the Desolator dealt a lot of damage there.
And Roche almost came in with the alley-oop.
Yeah.
Ahead of Lina.
Imagine if one Ignite hits the Lina there. Like, the Ignite just kills her. So, fortunate.
Because Somnus is really holding this game together. If he was to die like that, that would have just felt real bad.
Into the pit. Or did he ruin who gets there? Emo.
Now you definitely.
He also has a quiver, which is
I
another
don't think I'm
damage.
going to fight into this. But you're almost in a position where you have to. You brought Roche so low, right?
Yeah, the next team is going to be very telling.
X-Nova, Spike Carapace, they've got the Searing Chains. They'll look for the Snowball as well as the Walrus Punch. They get the kill to Fritz, so they'll take the Alliance. They'll buy back immediately with the BKB followed by Emo. They get the kill to Firefly, the ticket of the Razor. IG, they've lost from this fight. They got the buyback thing from the Nyx Assassin, but finally Somnus has happened, so a lot of the damage that RNG have is going to be out of the way. They've got the BKB still rolling on JT. He'll drop down the Saturday's
damage,
gets killed first. They'll end up getting the kill on JT afterwards, but God King goes down to Emo, and it is a full team wipe for IG. Costly for both teams, but beneficial for only just one. And that one is IG.
Yeah, that was super well played by Frisk. Like, he sees the opportunity to hex and stun the Lina. They all converge. Sure, Razor is completely out of position, but he makes a lot of space for his OD and the Ember to really get into that fight, deal a lot of damage. You probably don't want to die there, but it's for the greater good. Now they get a Roche as well, another 8 on the Ember. And Emo looking very, very happy in his little camera picture there.
Yeah.
And the rest is more like, yeah. Daily office.
He's the smiles guy. Everybody else is
Radiant's middle
locked
tower
in.
is under attack.
I mean, I would be happy too if I had a team fight like that. Got the DD room, got my Deslo, slide of fist a couple of heroes, for fools.
I will say everybody's going back to their old names. Erica going back to Erica after beating Poyoyo. Paparazzi's from Eurus to Paparazzi. Emo, you should go back to half. I like that nickname.
Yeah, what about full though?
Is a great conductor.
It's the way you see things, you know?
Yeah, like,
I was meant.
I guess in a way, like the name change makes sense. Like Emo, half. There's a connection there. Right, the name is pretty sad, right?
Well, if you think about it like that, maybe, but...
But what if he's really happy? Then the name is really, like, a happy thought, right?
half.
Yeah, because he always looks very happy on his pictures.
Yeah.
Fly needs armor items.
Another guy who should go back to his old name.
Which one was that?
GG.
No, Fly is way nicer. This rolls
Radiant's top
with
tower is under attack.
GGG.
Radiant's top tower.
Back when he was with Team Serenity.
Are they still alive? Is the team still there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the name I haven't heard for a long time.
So what are you looking for? You were saying armor items. I interrupted you with some nonsense.
No, he's gonna go satanic and then some armor items like AC. They're looking for a kill. Whoa! He almost one-hit him.
Ooh, yeah, he was thinking about throwing the finger too, but he held it.
He was shining green.
Thought about getting another stack.
Yeah. No, 8K had suddenly.
Yeah, he could jump. Yeah, worth, that's for sure.
Big problem is really just, as we alluded to many times, Lina is just a glass cannon type of hero. He had the perfect game, gets caught out of position twice with a Hex, and both those team fights they just lose because the biggest hero is gone. Bloodseeker is slowly building up to become a problem at least, but it might be a little too late, perhaps.
Yeah, you say, you know, you use the right word, slowly. And it's just not going to be fast enough, or at least right now. And again, like, IG, yeah, they won those fights, but it wasn't like them really adding more pressure, it was more them reacting to pressure, right?
Yeah.
So we still need to see IG kind of still bring it to RNG.
And Lina is very
Got the
strong
network
now,
lead to
though.
do so. Yeah.
He has a satanic, so he can actually stand his ground and fight. But granted that he doesn't just die in an instant X like he has in the other couple of fights. The damage output of the Dire side is pretty ridiculous. Like the OD and the Ember, they have fingers, well, Razor deals a ton of damage.
JT not only might be the ones who grabbed this gang, Felix was looking for something, so was X-Nova. They get the kill into Ollie, and now, well, that's it. That's all they get. 5-man smoke, it gets you a 5 position. Not the greatest of trades. I mean, that is almost not as good as when you trade a Graveler and get a goal.
Yeah, but at least they wait out the Aegis time with it.
Yeah.
Which is there for 1 more minute. After that, the Ember won't be as adventurous as he right now. Building pure damage. Adel is next on him. And a DD rune again.
You do that before any of your games? Summon the DD rune? Light a circle of candles?
I mean, I tried, it just doesn't work for me. But then others always get it. I just call them hacker in all chat to make myself feel better.
Yeah.
Damn hacker.
Well, you just gotta pray to your Lord and Savior RNGesus.
Game.
Same person. Ooh, LSA comes down to the 5-5. Look at the damage! Oh man! Taken out so quick in this fight, and they're gonna take the first fight out of the hands of this Ember. They're gonna line up the LSA. They've got the stun, and oh my, Samus put the guns away. He just ripped through everybody.
Yeah, and there's a big problem with Razor. Like, he has no armor item, walks up the hill alone, gets stunned by an LSA, completely destroyed it. This Lina here, we spoke about it, deals a lot of damage.
9k lead to a 4k lead. Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. It was also a very impressive stun by Somnus.
Yeah.
When that Aegis respawn, he couldn't even slide or ram it away.
Also, we haven't really spoken about it. Firefly hasn't done anything.
Dire's middle
No,
tower.
not much. Like, he ran in a tank, but pretty much that's
He
it.
dies so fast.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're just on high ground.
Like, his itemization this game is really far from optimal. Like, we can talk about it a little bit more later, but they have no buyback on the Ember.
They don't have any buyback on now. All 3 of these heroes, granted the Razor's back now, but I mean, they're just going to get a tier 3.
Yeah, like, Somnus is really angry. The Satanic came in really clutch. It just allowed him to stand and hit through, through all the damage. Or
Finger Lotus Orb, it's quick enough. Revolver's Punch comes in and the JT.
It's a lot of damage.
Sanities. Yeah, it is a lot of damage, but they've got the snowball pulling in 3 heroes. Firefly on the run, ruptured up, killed off. He is going to turn into a pool of blood. They look over at Challenge. He's got the Exorcism right at the top of this ogre. 60 seconds without this Fraser and the Lotus Orb again. They'll hex up this Lion off the bounce on the Lotus Orb. They've got themselves the Astral Imprisonment, but the Exorcism, the Ghost doing so much damage to JT, he'll still stand his ground. He'll land the Meteor Hammer onto Chalice, and Emo will get credit for that kill. But man, this game is back even, and IG are teetering on the edge of losing it all.
And Flatfly died again. Like, this Razor is really not getting any like item progression going. Like, he went for the Satanic, but did he even manage to hit anyone in those fights with the Satanic? No, like twice in a row.
He was running.
Yeah, both fights. Makes me wonder, is his itemization just a big problem? Like, he just has no impact in any of those fights, right? It's like mostly the OD, the Lion, a little bit of the Ember Spirit. Yeah, Somnus is just a monster. He just finished AC, going MKB next. His damage is through the roof, his survivability is really high now.
And this is the Somnus everybody was looking for when he was on Elephant.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
And it goes back to dynamics and the way that team played. Too many cooks. But here,
And now Diddy Room.
he feels more free, right?
Yeah,
Play his game.
for sure. Definitely looks that way. And by no means did they win the game yet. Like, if he gets caught out on Lina, he can still die very, very easily. But they definitely gotta take engagements like a little bit better on the IG side. Razor cannot be the one to go in and die first anymore. Like, he needs to output a lot of damage in those fights.
Yeah, and everything that Frisk threw in that fight was reflected.
Yeah, very timely Lotus up from Chalice.
At both times. On the finger. On the hex.
Smoke up. Just picked up the telescope as well, which is another buff up for the Lina's range.
Roche is up.
Just spawned. Are they hitting it?
They're just gonna go in.
Okay, it's so risky.
Whoa.
They're not showing anywhere. It's pretty obvious. Run so fast.
It is so fast, and now they're just not gonna be able to react. Wow. All of a sudden, this game, it feels like it's RNG in the driver's seat. They've picked it up.
The refresher shot.
Death Prophet.
Double Exorcism, double BKB. Yeah, now all of a sudden this game looks pretty rough for IG, which is actually, they smoked up straight away. They want to fight into this. It's not easy. But maybe now that the, Lina's showing bottom, maybe now here's a window. Forget it.
Too much time being too timid for IG.
Look at the Razor. He even took Blast, like a neutral item, which just gives bonus armor. Because he realized also, like, oh, Lina's hitting a little too hard.
Lina's hitting really hard. And also, it just feels like he gets neutered by the Rupture.
For sure. You Rupture him, Razor is not the same hero anymore.
30 minutes into the game, just about 39, and RNG, they've evened the game back up. It was a 9k lead for IG, and RNG, they are kind of searching. Exorcism early! Ooh, Side Effect Searing Keats coming through into Felix, but that's not who you want. Emo now forced to back away. But that is Exorcism now used, and at least for the moment, it's used for nothing.
Yeah, is IG gonna stop? Yeah, they want to go back in.
They want to go. There's the blink as well as the Hex. They look over at X. Over the finger will clean him up so they can go to the next assassin. He'll buy back immediately. The BKB being popped by Somnus. The damage coming in on the Frizz. That's a kill onto the line. Somnus just standing there like a machine gun, starting to right click away. IG, they backed off for the moment. They're going to let this Exorcism maybe run out, but it's the second one. It's with the double spike. Outplatters the field. Hex, that's going to bounce once again by the Lotus Orb. They've got the Snowball and pulling the Death Prophet all the way over to Frisk. Meanwhile, X Nova was taken out by JT. They've got the Searing Chase. That's through out onto Felix. Felix is gone. He's got buyback. They look over at Chalice, and they give themselves 3. Where is Somnus? Where is your Bloodseeker? God King Somnus nowhere to be found. There is missing posters all over this mid lane.
They got so outplayed there, like darting in and out was very well played by Emo, especially with the double chains, followed up by the double impale.
The double Exorcism really did anything.
It did nothing. He kind of ran around and got kited.
Yeah.
Like super well played by IG. The spell usage was off the chances in this fight. They are going to try to force us some buybacks, and if they don't buy back, it might just be a Rex. They don't have the best building hitters, though, is the problem. They really don't.
Very different build from the Razors we've been seeing in the past, right? No refresher.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that as well. And we can talk about the item build a little bit later. We don't want to damn any item builds before the game's actually over, right?
True.
Just like they did a battle, it worked out wonderfully.
Well, I'm not damning it, but
well, I was about to.
The refresher is usually like way earlier.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see that it's just not even, at least for the moment, in his mindset.
I mean, so far really, like, most damage output is probably by JT. Like, right clicking for him so hard.
Yeah, it feels like it.
He's hitting for like 400 pure damage.
Emo there with him, at least for IG. Yeah. Somnus, though, he's really just been the damage dealer for RNG for the most part.
Well, he got MKB now as well.
Yeah.
He's filthy rich. Absolutely filthy.
And all of a sudden, IG take like a 5k lead off that. But still, I think there was one bad fight from RNG. The game's still even in my eyes. I don't really.
Yeah, like Goldie doesn't mean a whole lot. Like Odie at this point, even, you know, if he gets a hex, you can just like 4-hit the hero as well. Like, he hexes Lina, bam bam bam, Astral Ultimate. This game is... Yeah, like, this is why a lot of people hate Nick and Dota, especially the players, because it's so unpredictable. Anything can happen. You get stunned, 1 second dead.
It really does just become chaos.
Yeah, for sure. So many mobility items too, so everybody as a blink or force staff or both.
We'll see if IG look for the timing because Stages is going to expire in 15 seconds. We've seen teams take advantage of things like that where they've got the timing down right and they look to push a fight at that moment, but on opposite sides of the map, that's not going to be the case right now.
Odin is a hex and he's blood-dusted. He can solo kill anybody at this moment.
He's going to refresher and he's half a level away from 25.
That 25 is very impactful.
Felix, smoke, blinks forward and gets the snowball with BKB popped by Emo. He's trying to get the damage out. He cleans up X very quickly, who, well, doesn't have buyback at the moment, but they end up losing Frisk. Down goes Felix, 2 years gone on the side of RNG with the buyback available on Tusk. So quick damage out from Emo. Well, another exorcism used and a blink forward from Chalice. Spirit Siphon on a 5-5, but they won't be able to keep up with the Razor.
Fighting on a dire vision, they have to be really careful.
Well,
for God King potentially.
does he have the damage with the Statos? He's also thinking Divine Rapier.
That's pretty ballsy. I don't think they need that, but let's see if he actually goes through some gets out. No vision.
Maybe he doesn't need it, but it does feel like Emo's kind of feeling himself this game.
Yeah, but at the same time, if he gets stunned by anything, he loses that Rapier, Bloodseeker or Lina get it. You are in trouble, my friend.
Is this a game where losing the Divine Rapier is just like instant loss?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's a way to pick up an investment. It's like a 12k gold swing. Maybe if you get like an Aegis right after, it could work. But it's like the only time I can really see it. Gotta be careful, it's Nova.
Zone Sentry, so he, for the most part, knows he's safe. Looks for the Impale, doesn't land it.
If that hits,
now we'll blink away. Blink forward from JT with the BKB, going right in. He's going to be ruptured. They go after Sardis, but they got themselves a Walrus Punch. They get the kill to JT. They'll take out the OD.
Very overzealous.
Oh, yeah.
That ult dealt like no damage. Like it's very important when you OD that you actually ask for before you ult because it's still like 700 mana. Oh, he's going on the Razor as well.
On the other side of the fight, though, Emo's got the kill onto X Nova. It's one slide that really does the damage there. Emo looking back over at God King. He'll use that Remnant to get away. Felix on the run, but not on the run quick enough.
That's without the OD even. Yeah. JT was like, okay, I got this, guys. I'm gonna kill this Lina. I'm gonna be the game's hero, and they were pretty foolish.
He was not made of obsidian on that one, and he got destroyed.
Yeah, like absolutely ripped apart. I don't know what he thought. Like,
it's the tunnel vision. Sometimes it just gets you.
Yeah, I guess. He's like, 5 heroes.
Just everything slows down. I'll be your hero, and then he's just dead.
Yeah, and then from hero to zero.
Was that the Hercules song, the animated one? From hero to zero? Or is it zero to hero?
Yeah, from zero to hero, yeah, they reversed it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Finding Nemo.
BKB powered by Sanez. Static link, but it's reflected with the Absorb. Chalice has been on it with that. They get a kill on a Frisk, and they'll TP out Fly. But they have found themselves only 2 kills there very quickly for RNG. They look at Roche, but it's still a minute away.
Yeah, lucky. If Roche was up right now, it would be definitely RNGs. Oh man, these team fights are so chaotic. Like, it doesn't really feel like either of them really knows what's going on, and it's like, oh, I've got this guy, I got this guy.
They're just so instant.
Yeah.
Damage up, it's pretty crazy.
Kind of feels like
Divine Rapier.
I actually went for it.
I mean, I have one of those on my jacket, but
now his crits are going to hurt a little bit.
I mean, he was hurting before because he got X Nova down to like 1 right click with just 1 slide.
Yeah, so he should be 1 hit now if he crits.
Yeah.
But JT is gonna be really careful because he's the guy to save Emo if it ever gets initiated on.
And he can't be just going in like that.
Only if it's like an absolute for kill.
Yeah.
Alright. Damage.
Casual damage onto the tier 2 top. And Roche is available. That is, well,
free.
Yeah. Very free.
I hope the Dire doesn't fall into this Like, we bought the rapier, so now we're gonna like super defensive kind of style, you know?
It was Aegis, cheese,
Everything.
refresher shard, Ag's blessing. There's 2 cheeses there. They're not eating their cheese.
They should, it's good protein.
Swiss.
What's your favorite cheese?
I'm a big halloumi fan.
Tower is under attack.
Did we have a cheese conversation at Dota?
And last year as well.
Oh yeah.
And we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, because Dota, like, do you think the cheese that drops is always the same cheese, or is it like different?
I think they're all different aged.
Dyer's middle
The same
barracks
cheese.
are under attack.
Yeah. I feel like the later the cheese drops, like from the 4th, 5th, 6th Roshan, like they should heal more. Right? It's just a different vintage.
The first one's like an American cheddar. Nobody wants it.
Last one was Gouda.
Yeah, getting myself a nice pepper jack.
They should for any this, okay, to prevent burst. I like it. He's all in on Ember. Oh, there's the refresher. Finally.
Yeah, finally comes out. That's a late refresher.
Yeah, and we'll see.
And the last time you used that static link, it was onto a Lotus Orb, so...
Oh my god, challenge is gonna be careful! Ah!
Slight comes out, Slight again, now they've got the Hex. They got the static link, they drop down the statities. JT's gonna wake out immediately, they've got the damage coming in onto Firefly, but Firefly using the same tactic to try and survive. Frisk ends up dead, and they've got the kill on Felix. Felix is getting buyback, as does Frisk. They're into the fight, they've got the Astro Imprisonment, but it's not to save the life of Firefly. They've got the Hex coming through onto the Lina, there's the Sleight of Fist as well as the Searing Chain. They've got the stun, locks them down. Alias, this Ogre, the hook getting the first life out of his hands. So now, they'll set up right on top. They've got all 5 heroes to look over at the Lina, and they sure as hell have the damage to get the gun of Somnus, taking away that 6 times kill streak.
And look at Ewo's face, like, yeah! I got this. Critic for like 1400 every time. It's ridiculous.
Still though, RNG are up 5k. So much damage from Emo, 8.5 thousand.
Yeah, he has like the massive 5-pad where he like goes rapier, and then he goes for this Aeon Disc, which means he's like literally unkillable actually. It makes perfect sense now. Because he's like such a big threat now, and they just can't handle him. DP no buyback, there might be Rex, potentially too. Building damage is not lacking anymore when your Ember has Deso and Rapier and Daedalus. If he wants to hit it. Please hit it once. Like, oh yeah, okay, let's go.
Hit it 5 times just for you.
Are under attack.
Thank you very much, Demo.
Tier 3 goes down. They're going to look over at the melee racks.
Fallen. Radiant's bottom
Go towards bottom. 15 seconds till that Death Prophet's up. I would assume if Somnus is going to buy back, it'll be off the Death Prophet timer.
Yeah, Lina really doesn't want to buy back here though, because it gives like a GG condition. Never want to do that if you can avoid it. But now, this is the problem. Razor reached critical mass. Like, they tried to kill him for so long that last fight. Now his double BKB
just didn't work.
double satanic. Oh yeah, he now has 80 as well, so an armor problem is there no longer. Sure, they still deal a lot of damage. They also got the OD to save. So like, the late game is definitely in IG's hands, especially with the way they item best. So let's see if they can capitalize on it.
I do it every single time, but I'll jinx it at the 50-minute mark anyway. We could see tier 5 items.
The Book of Shadows and the Book of the Damned, Force Boots. What else? It's like super uneventful and boring. Apex.
They'll just somehow glitch the game and it drops Royal Jelly instead.
Is a great conductor.
Something with like 1500 health region.
That would be some Royal Jelly.
Yeah. Like I can't believe Royal Jelly got like 2 HP. It's so peasant.
Not royal at all.
No.
I wouldn't bow down to that jelly.
False advertisement. I was pretty upset.
So, yeah. God King. He's not fully recovered, but he is there with KT in terms of net worth. Although, that being said, Somnus, 43,000 net worth.
Did Somnus take the axe as well from the Roche?
Yep.
Pretty weird decision, because he's never really using spells anymore, you know, he's just right. Imagine if you give that axe like any success and he just borrows into a fight. It sounds
sets himself up.
Oh,
Frisk, oh man, going in here for challenge though, dropping down the sanity, also use the double sanity. Saunders comes back immediately with the snowball going out, but it's going out on a nobody. The look over right now with the BKB being powered by Fly. They've got the refresher.
Here's on the blood
Panic, God King! Oh my god, he won't be able to win this fight. They'll get the clone of God King, he'll buy back. They'll take out Chalice there for 99 seconds. He has buyback as well. But man, oh man.
He stole 300 damage on the Razor with a double link, double satanic, double BKB. Yeah, now they're tipping him because they know your early game was not good, but now you're doing it, Fly. You are finally carrying us.
He felt like a bit of a non-factor early on, and they now have the Divine Rapier in Emo's hands, and there is one in Samus' hands.
Yeah. Someone has to be so careful now. They got a big initiation on him. He can't get caught at that again.
His positioning needs to be very careful. There's so many ways for IG to kind of come in on this, and Frisk is playing aggressively where he just wants to blink, Hex, go. But he does that. There's the slight, there's the damage to get the kill on Hex Nova. He has buyback. He's going to buy back on Chalice as well. They've got the damage on a Frisk. Right-click damage coming up from Saunders is very hard. Already stuck via the shards. They've got the Hex to force that onto the high ground. They've got the blood right down, but it's not going to land on any of these heroes on the side of IG. Blink throw from Chalice. There's the stun coming up from Ali. It's a 4-time multicast. That is good luck for him. Snowball comes out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, they're looking over at Fly. X Nova trying to keep up with him. Back over to the left side of the fight, they've got Felix as well as this Bloodseeker of God King trying to get the kill on Ollie. They'll take him out. They don't have Frisk for 90 seconds, but they do have Ollie with buyback. He's going to use it. BKB gets popped.
Here's no buyback on the TP.
Chalice in trouble. He's going to drop. He pops the BKB. There's no chance he survives. The Spike Carapace is used by X Nova. It stuns them all up, but even with another slight and with another kill in just a snap of the fingers.
And there are only 3 left now. Both of them used buyback already. This is at best a 4v3 scenario for RNG. DD runes top it off, why not? Not the most impactful, this gives 150, but
I was meant to.
I don't think they're gonna push for anything more, and they're probably just gonna wait for. Actually smoking up.
Whoa.
Trying to go offensive here.
A minute left to potential Roche.
They got the nullifier now on Bloodseeker. So potentially
JT.
They don't just.
They're behind him.
Looking for a Hex target, he's looking for one.
Set up the right way for this Fly moving forward. Plasma Field not going to land. You got to assume that RNG caught a little bit of a glimpse to that, and they're going to back up into the base.
They want to burst down this Ember. He doesn't. He has this, but they got nullifier. So if they can set up on the Ember with the Tusk and burst him down, that could be a winning play here.
This is rough. No Chalice, no X Nova. Slight comes here with BKB coming out from God King now. Here comes Blink looking for the Walrus Punch. Field's not going to fit. Right click's coming in, taking out the Observer Ward, so getting himself through the drive. The right click's coming in from Samus. He's about to be KD. Here's the JT here. Samus, no! This is satanic! Oh, man! He's gone! Oh, my God! It's an ultra kill coming up from Samus as well as a rampage! Samus survived! I don't believe it! He was a sliver of health away! The satanic game saving!
One satanic hit brought him back to full HP.
Oh my God! What was that damage?
And he also brought back
20,000 damage!
Did you see that? The Ember brought back also because he blinked on top of the Lina. He's like, oh, one more hit will do it. And no, he's back to full health.
Nobody even cares about the Divine Rapier. Yeah. Why would you?
When they're leaving for the blood.
For Chalice, alright.
Alright, the TP. Okay, let's go.
I've had those net worth stats.
Well, suddenly this game doesn't look as fun anymore. It might just be over. It can just run down probably.
There's still 80 seconds until anybody's up without buyback. You've got 40 for JT. What is this?
Look at his health bar. Look at the Ember positioning. He was so sure he was gonna die.
Oh, look at the Ember. 5 health! 5 health! Oh my God, the difference is 5 health!
Man, that is brutal. And they all bought back for that as well.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything. This game is over. GG. I mean, Somnus this entire game looked like an absolute madman.
Force.
Yeah, like, okay.
JT's going to try and stop it. He's going to try and do his best. They do the glyph. 30 seconds on all three of those heroes without buyback, but just, I mean, Somnus, he's got the Divine Rapier. He's ready to go. He's got a Moonshard in his backpack to go with the blink as well. Hex, the right click damage coming in from JT, trying to make something happen to get the kill on the Somnus. There's the Earth Spike.
Wait, they're actually doing it. They're doing it a lot.
They hope they can buyback comes out from Wi-Fi. They get the kill on the Frisk. He's got buyback of his own. Hex, no, but he's still burrowed up. So he can't even pop. But the Somnus is running in the Sun. Whoa! They get the kill on the Razor. Now those over the tier 4. Ancient's exposed. JT in. He's got the Astral Imprisonment by the Spirit Cipher. That's enough to get the kill on a JT. They look over at the Ancient. They've got the Hex again. Evo coming forward, but with the Exorcism should be able to hit the base and the series. RNG. They will take out IG in a barn burner of a game 3.
Wow. Okay, like, an ending like this doesn't happen every time where 5 HP, 1 hit, back to full health. Like, and even at the end there, he could have very well died, but he just couldn't get the BKB off on the Razor.
And look at that. He's just so composed.
Now, he's holding back, you know, he's like, I just did that. Yeah, everybody knows I did that. I don't need to show any emotions. He's like, did you see that?
That was the smirk.
Yeah. A little bit.
He knows the webcam's on 5 health, and I'm never in doubt. Come on. Oh my god.
Like, who do you fools think I am?
God. Who do you think I was? Or whatever the quote is, I forget.
Dude, he had no buyback. He dies, it's game over.
Yeah. And 5 health.
and instead everybody, they all blinked on top of him.
With so much, like,